So, I find myself sitting on the man's couch. And I don't know why I'm there. I remember I looked over at you, Matt, and I said, "Why are we here?" I don't know if you remember me saying that, but I remember saying that. Why are we here? We were sitting on his couch, and he's nowhere to be found. Jim is nowhere to be found. Now, keep in mind, these were school chums. These were people from school, so we kind of knew the children. I knew the missus from the piano recital the year before. So there was a little bit of familiarity as far as who these people were. Just didn't understand why we were there. Okay. And I mean, you gotta understand, we're at the man's house and we don't have a clue as to fucking what for. Okay. Now the man comes barreling in, completely out of breath, talking about, "You two, get off the couch. Get off the couch. Come follow me. Get over here." So we get up and we follow the man. Because keep in mind, at this point, he's still an authority figure. Why? We have no idea. But he was still an authority figure, and, you know, you're a school-age child. You can't really say nothing bad about nobody in that regard. So we get up and we follow the man. He leads us out back of his house into like the garage area and up this cluttered excuse for a staircase. To this day, I still have no fucking clue why. I mean, seriously, I'm sitting here pondering. I'm trying to think. I'm literally looking off into the distance, hoping that my little recorder doesn't run out of space, like it just did a minute ago. And I'm looking off into space, and I'm pondering why, or at least trying to. Why? A, I was there, and B, how I got into the man's fucking attic. I mean, have you ever just woken up and you're like, how the fuck did I get here? And it wasn't like a blackout, because I can understand if I just blacked out and I ended up in the man's attic. Yeah, you know, I could live with that. I could live in the knowledge of that, you know, I just blacked out. Fuck, man. You know, shit happens. I could deal with that. What I can't really deal with is living through it and being helpless to the point of, this is what we're going to do and this is how we're going to get there. So anyways, we find ourselves in the man's attic, and he doesn't even tell us what we're there, because at this point, keep in mind, we are standing in the man's attic, in his fucking attic with his retarded son Dental, who oddly sounds like his sister, because I ain't gonna do two voices for either one. So he's like, "Oh, Daddy, oh." And we don't have a clue. We have zero fucking clue what we are doing there to begin with. And all we know is it has something to do with fundraisers. Or fundraisers. Fundraisers, no. Fundraisers. And Jim says, "I want you to look for them." I remember this. It was like one of those bad fucking comedy movies. Look for them, you know. And it doesn't explain what. He kind of hints, look for stuff to sell, is what he says. Look for them. We'll find something to sell. Look for them. I mean, it would be like someone taking you to their garage and saying, find something of value here that we can sell. And, of course, you and I just sat there and we're like, what the fuck? And Donald's like, oh. And, of course, this is the moment when Donald, like, approached me and I backed up and I backed into the fucking Christmas lights and those bulbs, and they fell and they broke, and you and I just started stomping on them, like crunch, crunching on the fuckings. Dude, I still remember. I will not forget Jim barreling up those stairs and seeing those broken lights, and what the hell broke those lights? And of course, you and I are still standing in the middle of them. He looks over at Donald and he starts blaming Donald. He starts beating him. He's like, "Ah, damn it, you son of a bitch! Why'd you break those lights for? Why'd you let them?" No, didn't he say something to the effect of, "Why'd you let them break the lights?" Because at this point, I can't distinguish between reality anymore. So, like, I could be just making all this making up these little lines as I'm going through it right now. It's to the point where I can't even remember what actually happened. I mean, I know the base story, but as far as like ad-libbing, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you the actual dialogue anymore, because I don't know if I'm making it up or if it happened the way I am remembering it. But I remember him slapping Dental. I remember him giving Dental a slap on the ass, talking about why are they broken, or why did you let them break the lights or something. I kind of like the idea of, why did you let them break the lights? Then he starts beating the child in front of us, which absolutely did a number on my fucking head. I don't know what it did to you, but it did a number on my head watching him beat Donald. It did, because, like I said, we had no clue why we were there. He forgot to mention that we're having a toy sale. He did. He forgot to mention this until we got a bunch of shit downstairs. We got a bunch of shit downstairs in the living room. We're going to, quote-unquote, price the toys. He comes barreling on the CNCs. Remember that shit? He's like, we're going to have a toy sale. He didn't even bother telling us this until we were halfway done pricing this shit. What this stuff was for. So now we're having, in his mind, a spaghetti dinner. A spaghetti dinner with a toy sale. And of course, as the weeks and months went on, his mind got a pondering. And he also decided he's going to add in a fruit stand. He's going to bring his own fruit to try to make his own money. Needless to say, none of it went well. None of this went well. Now, hold on. Where's the part? So we had the toy sale. Everything was good. He looked off past my shoulder, and there they are. And he waddled past us. Some boxes full of, the pencil sharpeners. I forgot about mentioning them. Fucking Civil War motif things, pencil sharpeners. I really don't want to talk about it, but I'll probably have to. The dinner. Let me start another clip. What the fuck, jeez. I already got 57 clips already. Might as well have 57 and a half.